What is up, Vault Hunters? Diving into Borderlands 3 means it's time to officially pick a character and class. Unlike Borderlands 2, classes aren't as weapon-focused this time around, and considering the fact that there are over 1 billion guns, that might be for the best. Instead, it's all about the abilities you bring to the battlefield, and with individual skill trees across 3 main action skills for each character, there's a lot going on. Here's which class you should choose to match your brand of mayhem. Debatably the most OP of the group, Moze might be the best choice for beginners or those who want to take on the campaign solo. Her 3 main action skills are just different loadouts for her one central ability, piloting a heavy armed and armored mech. You'll be able to choose from the railgun, V35 grenade launcher, and the minigun. Try investing in a skill that lets you slot 2 of the same guns for potential bonuses, or choose to mix and match. Moze is great at damage mitigation and health restoration. She has a full second of damage invulnerability while getting into the mech, and health regenerates once you're inside, so if you're definitely about to die, your mech literally gives you a fighting chance. We recommend you build your skills so that you're in your mech Iron Bear for as long as possible, and considering all the protection and power it gives you, you're gonna want it. The aptly named Bottomless Mag skill tree is full of skills to keep your ammo capacity maximized and replenishing, and ends with a skill that makes it possible to regenerate ammo all the time, essentially giving you infinite ammo for certain SMGs and assault rifles with larger capacities. Even when out of the Iron Bear, the shoot and sprint skill is clutch, especially for those later bosses. With a mech that doubles as a boss melter and an oh shit button all rolled into one, Moze is beginner friendly and a blast for veterans alike. Even when playing in a group, the turret skill ensures your friends can make use of the mech too. Zane is a semi-retired hitman that can have 2 action skills at once, replacing his ability to throw grenades. The barrier action skill gives you and your teammates some much-needed protection you can shoot through. It's great for a team, but Zane's other 2 action skills are even more exciting. If you've ever wanted to be at 2 places at the same time, Zane is your best bet. Between Zane's SNTL drone and Digiclone action skills, he can easily take control of the area. From using a clone as a distraction while you snipe enemies from afar, to giving both your clone and drone the ability to throw your grenades for you, Zane lets you get pretty creative. Those who have enjoyed the Commando and Soldier classes will feel at home playing as Zane because releasing the SNTL and Digiclone is similar to throwing out turrets and carving out your turf to fight from. When it comes to building out your massive skill trees, consider focusing on skills that decrease your action skill cooldown so that your clone or drone is always ready to come back for another round. Also, make sure you invest in skills that let your deployed creations harness your grenade mod so you don't waste the item slot. If you like to keep a bit of distance as you try to land critical hits, and when that inevitably goes south, throw caution to the wind and go in guns a-blazing, Amara may be for you. Amara's phase cast can cut through several enemies at once, which can help you gain some distance in a heated battle or deliver a quick final blow to a trooper who's already on the ropes. The skill tree for this specific action skill focuses on healing, increased damage/accuracy, and a few other neat tricks such as phase lock. When doing multiplayer, you can add a skill where any portion of damage dealt by her action skill can return to her or a nearby friend as health. For those looking to get up close and personal, Phase Slam lets you damage any nearby enemies while sending them flying. And if an enemy is giving you trouble, you can easily stop them with the Phase Grab to get some easy shots in. Plus, Amara is great at adapting to any situation because instead of having to commit to one form of elemental damage forever, you can equip her action skill with corrosive, incendiary, or shock damage. This is especially useful if you love guns with their own elemental damage, so while you're adding corrosive damage with, say, the Oozing Quickie, you can stick to incendiary or shock ability effects. If you like the idea of having a constant buddy at your side, Fl4k the Beastmaster may be your pick. Along with picking from one of 3 action skills, Fl4k can also choose from having one of 3 pets by their side at all times: an armored spider rant, a fast-hitting skag, or a monkey-like jabber with a gun. Fl4k excels when they are behind the scenes, using abilities like Gamma Burst and Rack Attack to harass and distract enemies while you line up your shots from a safe distance. This makes Fl4k great for people who want to be snipers, since you'll usually be able to let your pet charge in and tank to get the enemy's attention, and a lot of their skills excel at bolstering your pet and increasing your damage on unaware targets. When spotted, Fl4k's fadeaway action skill lets you cloak to line up the perfect shot, which will always critical hit, and this can be bolstered even further if you're using a Jacob's weapon that ricochets your critical hits. Whether playing alone or with friends, Fl4k's Stalker skill tree in particular has a lot of health regen skills to keep both you and your friends in the fight longer. While every class has their perks, hopefully you have a better idea of which character you'll want to play as first. For more on Borderlands 3, be sure to check out our wiki guide with all the tips, tricks, and walkthroughs you'll need to take down your enemies. For everything else, stick with IGN.